Sergeant Walker, we got a report.
Why am I being arrested?
I'm gonna have to ask you to hold it right there. Well, you ain't exactly being arrested just yet, but we're getting there.
You got a warrant?
Warrant? Now, why would I need a warrant?
Yeah, just like a legal search?
Dude, believe me, you don't want to give him an excuse.
Well, it looks like I got you now, convict. Felon in possession of a firearm, that's 5 years mandatory. Hold his ass.
No. He's cuffed. Made that look easy.
The film opens with a series of MMA matches in progress. In the locker room, 3 young men await their turn to compete. A 4th individual arrives, leading to a palpable tension among them. When a man calls out the name Stokes, one of the 4, Mike, responds as it is now his turn. The narrative then transitions to introduce our 4 fighters sequentially. First, we see Mike Stokes being dropped off at college by his father, with whom he appears to have a strained relationship. He meets his roommate Kurt, who seems to be a supportive presence. Next, we are introduced to Zach, a boxer in training. His coach discusses an upcoming fight and mentions that a substitute has been arranged for him. However, the coach expresses concern about this decision, as they lack information on the opponent, Ortega. Despite this, Zach remains confident and agrees to proceed. We then meet Tim, who juggles odd jobs while attending college, as his mother struggles financially following his father's passing. Finally, we encounter Justin Epstein, a clerk at a comic book store and a self-proclaimed geek. During his shift, a girl comes in to trade comic books, and when Justin asks her out, she bluntly informs him that it will never happen. Later, Mike browses the college website, which has been hacked to display a countdown for an event referred to as the Beatdown. Kurt encourages Mike to embrace his freshman experience and go out, but Mike initially resists. Eventually, Kurt persuades Mike to confide in him, and Mike agrees under the condition of confidentiality. The scene shifts to a typical college party filled with dancing, drinking, and social interactions. There, Kurt challenges Mike to approach a girl, and Mike quickly becomes infatuated with her. When he attempts to ask her out, she informs him that she is already in a relationship. The narrative then cuts to Zach participating in a boxing match against Ortega, where he suffers a severe beating. His eye becomes swollen shut before he is ultimately knocked out. The scene shifts to Justin, who is walking home one evening when he notices 2 individuals engaged in training. As he continues on his way, he is confronted and attacked by a group of bullies who seem to have targeted him for unknown reasons. Although he attempts to defend himself, he finds himself outnumbered. The bullies succeed in overpowering him. However, he manages to escape and runs toward the individuals he had seen earlier, one of whom is Tim. The other person is an older African-American man, and together they intimidate Justin's assailants, causing them to retreat.
There he is! Get his ass! Right there! Stop! You think you're gay? I'll teach you not to run your mouth! Get him in here! Get him! Come in here! Hold him! Yo, hold him! This is gonna hurt you.
No, please, come on!
What? Oh, man. Hold it! Hold it! Take him.
In a subsequent scene, Mike is summoned by the resident advisor, Max Cooperman. As a wrestler, Mike is approached by Max to discuss participation in an underground MMA tournament known as the Beatdown, scheduled to take place in 100 days, with a prize of $10,000 for the winner. Mike indicates that he will consider the offer. The narrative then shifts to Zach, who receives distressing news from his doctor regarding the injuries sustained during his boxing matches. The doctor informs him that the trauma has affected the retina of his left eye, rendering him unable to continue his boxing career without risking blindness. This revelation leaves Zach deeply upset. As he exits the doctor's office, he overhears a conversation about the beatdown at the reception area. The scene transitions to Tim, who returns home to find his younger siblings unsupervised and watching inappropriate music videos on television. Concerned, he inquires about their mother and subsequently visits her at a strip club. There, he discovers that she has taken a waitressing position. When Tim expresses his discontent with her choice, she insists that he return home. Later, during gym class, Mike finds himself wrestling with another student who provokes him by making derogatory comments about his father abandoning his mother for another man. Infuriated by this taunt, Mike retaliates violently, leading to a brawl that necessitates intervention from others. In his rage, Mike inadvertently punches the coach and is subsequently expelled from the gym. Mike and Zach encounter each other outside Max's dormitory. They knock on the door and express their desire to participate. Max inquires how Zach discovered him, to which Zach responds that he found him through comments on videos, as Max has gained some level of notoriety. Max then asks about their experience with MMA, learning that Zach has a background in boxing and Mike in wrestling. He requests that they demonstrate some techniques. After observing their efforts, he advises them to halt, acknowledging their passion but emphasizing the need for guidance from a seasoned veteran. Max directs them to Case Walker, suggesting that training with Case would provide more value in a single day than with anyone else over an entire month. The two proceed to visit Case. Upon arrival, they find Case to be quite muscular and evidently experienced. In the background, Tim is seen training, and Justin has also been taken under Case's mentorship. When Mike introduces himself and Zach, Case questions why he should consider training them. They explain their intention to participate in the beatdown and mention that Max referred them. Case expresses irritation, labeling Max as a Dana White wannabe, and warns them to inform Max that if he sends unprepared individuals his way again, there will be consequences. Zach begins to leave, but Mike stands firm, asserting that he is not unprepared. Case sizes them up and acknowledges their determination, correctly identifying Mike as a wrestler and Zach as a boxer. He agrees to train them but stipulates that they must repay him with dedication, effort, and financial compensation. He instructs Tim to practice sprawls and kicks with Zach while assigning Mike a unique task involving a piece of paper attached to a string. Despite multiple attempts, Mike struggles to complete the task successfully. Eventually, Case instructs him to return home. This is followed by a montage showcasing their training sessions, study routines, work commitments, and Mike practicing his punches throughout the campus. The four individuals continue their training diligently. One day, as they await Case's arrival, a disagreement arises, leading to increased tension within the group. Zach makes an inappropriate comment about Justin's mother, which Case overhears. Case confronts Justin for allowing Zach's disrespectful remark to go unchecked and instructs him to demonstrate a technique known as the Flounder 3. In response, Justin swiftly takes Zach down to the ground. The others intervene just as Max arrives on the scene. Max suggests that Case engage in fights at the bar to generate excitement for the upcoming tournament, to which Case agrees. That evening, the group witnesses Case's impressive victories against multiple challengers. Zach's girlfriend, who is also the same girl from the party, arrives and mocks Mike regarding his father. In a moment of frustration, Mike challenges Case. Case restrains him and advises him to tap out, but Mike refuses. The following day, law enforcement arrives and instructs Case to vacate the premises. Case subsequently dismisses the group. Justin decides to participate in the tournament, while Tim seeks out a new training location and Zach gathers necessary equipment. When Case returns, he discovers that Case Walker's combat club has been established and is impressed, leading him to resume their training. Later, the group observes Case sparring with Lyoto Machida, during which Tim shares insights about Case's background in prison. Tensions flare once more between Mike and Justin, prompting Case to order them into the cage for a confrontation. Justin ultimately chokes Mike into unconsciousness. Eve checks on Mike afterward, while Case continues to train Zach despite his eye injury and works with Mike on managing his anger. As time progresses, Zach ends his relationship with Eve and decides to quit, while Justin seeks retribution against his bullies, prompting Case to send him away. Mike and Eve enter into a relationship. Meanwhile, Max prepares for the upcoming tournament and pays a visit to Case, who shares details about his past, including the loss of his family during Hurricane Katrina and his subsequent arrest following a club altercation. Law enforcement arrives and plants a firearm, leading to Case's arrest. However, he resists.
Elijah Walker, we got a report.
Why am I being arrested?
I'm gonna have to ask you to hold it right there. Well, you ain't exactly being arrested just yet, but we're getting there.
You got a warrant?
Warrant? Now, why would I need a warrant?
Yeah, just like a legal search?
Dude, believe me, you don't want to give him an excuse.
Well, it looks like I got you now, convict. Felon in possession of a firearm, that's 5 years mandatory. Hold his ass.
No, he's cuffed.
At the police station, the attorney informs Case that Justin has framed him. In response, the group resolves to participate in the beatdown to confront Justin. The tournament commences, with all 4 fighters emerging victorious in their respective matches. Zach returns with the intent to seek revenge. Tim achieves the fastest victory in tournament history. Although Justin taunts Mike, he remains composed. In the semifinals, Mike defeats Zach. Unfortunately, Justin injures Tim's knee, resulting in Tim's elimination. In the final match, Mike faces Justin and secures victory by applying an omoplata that breaks Justin's shoulder.
Here we go! Comes back with the leg. Makes the noise. Both fighters are going. One for a guillotine. Big knee. Big leg.
Push it!
Epstein's trapped!
You got him.
Stokes sits up!
Following this, Justin attempts to retaliate, but Mike counters with a Superman punch that knocks him out. Afterward, Mike celebrates with Eve, reconciles with his father, and receives a call confirming Case's return to mixed martial arts, MMA. Thanks for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.